Hello my darlings, so it's time for us to do some maths. Today we are going to be thinking about estimating. Now we did some work on that the other day. Well, you did some work on that on the blog. You looked at a slideshow of a PowerPoint and you did a worksheet and you listened to the fun song. Now you can listen to the song again, it's below, but I wanted to talk you through estimating myself and give you a little lesson. So estimating, I've drawn you one of my brilliant pictures, okay, of a little sweet jar here, and in it has some sweets, of course. And when we estimate, we make a sensible guess. Now I expect some of you can explain that now. So when you make a sensible guess, it means that you don't look at the sweet jar and you count exactly how many is in the jar. You don't think, okay, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I know there's 4. 4 is my estimate. That's not an estimate, okay? That's counting. Now, it's great to be good at counting, but that's not the same thing as estimating. An estimate is when you look at an amount and without counting it, you make a really good, sensible guess. So if you look and you don't see very many, you don't say, I think there's 100, because that's not a sensible guess, is it? 100 is a big amount, and if you can only see a few, then that's not going to be a sensible guess, okay? So you have to start to learn to recognise rough amounts. Okay, so I've got some various different things here for us to look at and you to have a go at estimating. So the idea goes, you have a little look, and then I'm going to hide it, and you have to give your estimate, okay? Now remember, it's not about getting it exactly right. It's about getting it close. So if you, for example, say that your estimate is 6 and the exact number when we count them is 9 or 5 or 4, that's pretty good. That's not a bad estimate. If the number is 6 that we count and your estimate was 2 or 15, that's not such a good estimate, okay? It's about getting the rough number, okay? Not getting exactly right. Obviously, if you get it exactly right, that's great too, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, so we're going to start off with some tomatoes in a bowl. So I would like you to estimate how many tomatoes are in this bowl. So take a good look. Estimate how many tomatoes are in the bowl. Whoop! No more counting, no more estimating, time's up. Right, how many do you estimate? And I hope, as the bunny said, that you weren't counting. Okay, so let's check and see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There were 6 tomatoes. So, how close was your estimate? Did you make a good estimate? Or was it a little bit iffy? Let's try again with something else. Okay, right. Now, I've got a plate full of jars. This is a little bit of an awkward one. Oh my goodness, I hope they're not going to go everywhere. So you have to have a look at the number of jars have a look at the jars on the plate and estimate how many are here, okay? Remember, you don't have to count them, just have a look at and make an estimate, a sensible guess at how many. Is it closer to 2? Is it closer to 5? Is it closer to 10? To 15, to 20? What amount roughly do you think it is? Okay, right. How many jars on the plate? What is your estimate? Estimate. Whoop! Time's up! How many did you estimate? Should we find out? Okay, this is quite heavy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there were 6 jars on the plate. Okay. Right. One was hiding a little bit though, so it was a bit tricky there. Now, another one. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a small number and build up here. So let's have a look. We are going to estimate how many of Miss Lindsley's hair clips can you see. Estimate, estimate, estimate. Whoop! Time's up. How many did you estimate? Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 hair clips here. How was your estimate? Was it close? Now I'm going to make it more challenging. There are going to be more this time because, as you know, I have a lot of hair clips. So let's see. Let's add some more. Okie dokie. Right. A bit more of a challenge this time. Try to get a nice variety of colours and designs for you. Okay, right, get ready to estimate. Let's see how many we've got this time. Dun, 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 dun. Estimate, 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 and whoop! Time's up. Right, how many hair clips did you estimate? Let's find out. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 hair clips that time. And believe me, I have a lot more. Okay, right. Final estimating challenge. Now this one is trickier. Now, we've got my lovely jar that you've seen before. It's featured in other videos, and it is full of those fun squidgy things, and these are the ones that dissolve in water, so they are great for the environment, not those stinking plasticky ones that are bad for the environment. Okay, so my challenge to you is, how many are in this glass jar? Now this is definitely a bit more of a challenge because there is no way that you can even begin to count them by just looking at them. Even if I held it up here and you paused the screen and looked and looked and looked, you wouldn't be able to count how many are here. So you just have to make a good estimate, okay? Look at roughly sort of what size they are and think, how many do I think would fit in how much of this jar that they're taking up, okay? I'm going to count them up and put the answer underneath the video, but make your estimate first, okay? Right, I hope this helped you with your estimating skills, and do have a practice with some of your own things at home. You can make up some of your own estimating challenges.